the human B-side, back to hang out with you, back for another Vinyl Finds. And you're here because you're a part of the blank generation. You're a part of the rock and roll solution. You are a part of the rock and roll degeneracy that's sweeping the vinyl community by storm. We are the endangered species. We can't be stopped. We will not be stopped. You're riding with the kid. Cheers, everybody. Cheers out there. So what's going on, everybody? Good to see you. Thanks for coming back. Here with a brand new Vinyl Finds. In this one I've got some great demos from an early punk band that I think we all love. A blind buy from a band from 1983 from Detroit. Two brand new 2021 punk rock records I think you're gonna dig. And then the last one I'm gonna show you, the kid kind of stepped out of his comfort zone a little bit on this one, but I dug the record. I think you're gonna like it too. But it's Friday night, so it's a rave up, man. It's time for our little 25-minute party together every week. So cheers, everybody. Let's get into it. What we're listening to, this is not a Vinyl Find, but it's a nice little segue into our first record of the evening. But this is a 7-inch from the Neon Boys. This single came out in 1980, but it was recorded, at least the Neon Boys stuff, in 1973. It's backed with Richard Hell and the Voidoids, Time and Don't Die. The Neon Boys consisted of Tom Verlaine and Richard Hell, who later went on to form Television. So that'll be the first record I'm going to show you. But this single, man, is great. And check this song out. This is the 1973 version of the side 1, track 1, Love Comes in Spurts, on Blank Generation. Unrecognizable in this version here. But very cool. Just a classic album, man. Blank Generation. That's pretty cool, right? To hear that version of it. And dude, if you can find this Neon Boys single, pick it up, dude. It's like a garage psych stomper, man. The songs are great. That's All I Know right now. That's the first song we heard, and then the next is this one, the 1973 version of Love Comes in Spurts. So very cool, very cool. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to get to our first actual Vinyl Find. And when I saw this, it was at my local record store. I was pumped. I don't know if you can hear that, but I got like some crazy thunder and lightning going on, man. So you might hear it throughout the video. That's okay. We can rock and roll through anything. We'll weather the storm. But so I'm queuing this up for our first record of the evening. So before I play it, before we hear these recordings, we all know of the classic 1977 record, Television, Marquee Moon, Stone Cold classic. And it was followed by the 1978 record, Adventure. And it's funny because I love this record. And Dr. October and I, we were talking one day, and how bands with prolific albums, like this for instance, would be an example. Like, I love Marquee Moon. It's a great record. I've listened to it 1 billion times. But you find yourself you've listened to it so much that you go to the other band, the other records in the band's discography, like Adventure, and you wind up listening to them more. I don't know if that happens with anybody else. Like, I know that Marquee Moon is better than Adventure, but I find myself now, at least these days, playing Adventure more than I play Marquee Moon. And I'm glad I found this new record because I got something new to play from the band. But I also brought out the 12-inch single, Foxhole. Foxhole's a great tune. That's on Adventure. But this also came on blue. The cover was blue as well. I think it's blue and green. But this is the one we're going to play. These are the demos, the Television demos from 1974, where they teamed up with Brian Eno, and he produced this. And it's called Double Exposure, the 1974 Television demos. So let's get into it, man. You hear some really great cuts off of Marquee Moon, and I'll play one of them for you. Let's do it. This is Friction. I love this song. So they're a little rough. The band still sounds terrific, and the quality of this is far superior. Like last week I showed the Saints demos from the same year in '74, and I mean those were literally like the band in a garage with a microphone hanging from the ceiling. This is, in a studio, and when you have a producer like Brian Eno, it's pretty great. And Richard Hell is still in the band, rocking. So you get Prove It, Friction, Venus de Milo. I always say it the way they say it in the song. Marquee Moon, and a great song, Double Exposure, the name of the record. And the last three songs on the B-side, man, I really like this version, these demo versions. The last three songs on side B are recorded at CBGB's Live in 1975, while Richard Hell was still in the group. They do Blank Generation, which is pretty cool. The live stuff, I mean, dude, it's recorded in 75 at CBGB's, so guess what the quality's like. It's actually not as bad as you think. It's a little tinny, but it is what it is. Let's get a taste of another song here, too. Let's do Venus de Milo. Check this one out. I always love this song. And this is, it's got to be a bootleg. There's no label. There's no record label. So it's an unofficial bootleg. There are some of my friends who would be like, it took me a while to get into television, because when I was younger I wanted everything like fast, loud, and as I started getting a little older and writing songs especially, listen to television, I said, man, it's amazing. But for the fans of more, punk rock, harder punk rock, not that this is going to, knock you over, but it's a lot more gritty, a little dirtier than what you hear on Marquee Moon. So I think the punks will dig that as well. Yeah, I always say Venus de Milo like it is in the song. And it's a little faster, I think, too. I'll play one more song off it so you can get this is probably my favorite song on it. It's the name of the record. It's called Double Exposure. And this song kicks ass, man. So tell me this doesn't sound like a Stooges riff. Check this out. That's cool. I need no justification. Yeah, I think it's my favorite tune on it. Yeah, it's a shaker, man. You can definitely move to it. I don't want to play too much of the demo stuff. I know people get, weird about demos, but I really enjoyed this. Television, Double Exposure. Here are the labels. And like I said, it's got to be a boot, man, because there's no record label or anything. Unofficial, whatever. It's still really cool. It sounds great. And, dude, Richard Hell rules. I mean, that guy's been booted out of the coolest bands on earth, the Heartbreakers, Television. Not to mention the records he put out himself are phenomenal. So let's move on to the next one. I think this plays on 45. So this is the Blind Buy. saw this sitting in the racks. I never heard of the band. And it's not like the cover jumped out at me either, because it's a pretty plain cover. But I figured, you know what, I'll take a chance. I think it was like $10. So we'll give it a shot. This is the band, and there's really not a lot of information out there on them. I can't find much about them. I kind of used just the context clues. It was recorded in Detroit in 1983, so I'm guessing that's where they're from. It's a band called The Facts, and the record is called, it's an EP really, Systematic Anxiety. Really plain, cover, but man, it looked like it could be intriguing, I guess, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And it's actually really cool. The first song is like a little, really bass and drum driven, quasi-groovy, funky in a way. Little Gang of 40, and that's cool, but the vocals are very Talking Heads. But I like the second track on the EP. It's called She's Hanging Up. And a little more power poppy. It's a fun song. Let's take a listen to it. Here we go. This is called She's Hanging Up. Hanging up and I'm hanging out. That's pretty cool. The first song I was talking about is called For the Ride. And it's only a 6-song little EP on X-Pop Records. I don't know that label. Like I said, I never heard of The Facts, but I like it. It's a great little EP. It's fun. The B-side of this record actually is my favorite side. So we'll take a little listen to the B-side. She's hanging up, I'm hanging out. It's a song called Must See to Appreciate. It's a quick song under 2 minutes, so let's hear it. The Facts, Systematic Anxiety. Little faster punk rock, that's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, I like that little kind of like cat scratchy lead there. It's kind of fun, But yeah, this is a total blind buy. I really enjoyed the record, the little EP. The only thing The Facts lose points for is the last song. It's called I Hate Cats. We love cats. I love cats. So The Facts, you've lost some points with the kid on that. But yeah, 1983, really fun record. And if anybody has any more info on this band, I'd love to hear it, because I couldn't find anything about it. So that's our second find. This is the label I'll show you. Facts, X-Pop Records. There you go. Ooh, just like that there. And now let's get into some new punk, man. We're gonna go to California for this one. And I got a funny story about this. Small World, I thought it was pretty funny when I saw this, but I'll cue it up and then we'll talk about it. The second song on this record is my favorite, and it's killer. We're going to start off with that one. But I was looking through the lineup. I got here in Memphis. There's a little festival called Goner Fest every year. The local record store does their own festival. So I'm looking at the lineup, and I'm checking out every band on it because I just want to hear, all the bands. And this was one of them. And I go on YouTube to check them out, and they have like a little live video, And I click on the video, and the first comment on the video is from Vinyl Richie. I was laughing so hard. Oh my God, that dude's so ahead of the curve, man. He's on the ball. But this is a band called Smirk, and this is their LP. This record it's creeping up there as my favorite record of the year. It's fantastic. So I'm gonna play you the second song, "Violent Game." This song is so good, and tell me what you think it reminds you of, because I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, like I know what this sounds like, but I can't pinpoint it. But check this out. Really cool band. This is the end of the first song. Here we go. This is Violent Game by Smirk. Listen to the guitar in this, man. It's great. Tight drums, great little lick. Reminds me when the song kicks in, that first riff sounds like a really like punky, dirty kind of Rolling Stones kind of sounding riff. But as the song goes on, it kind of sounds to me something like you might hear on the first Cure record. There's definitely a little bit of a Joy Division vibe in it, and it's funny because Richie's comment on their video was, "I love that guitar tone," and he's right. The guitar tone is beautiful on this. It's perfect, man. It's almost like it's got a little bit of a Buzzcocks kind of feel to it, but you're gonna like the first time I listened to this record, I liked it, and then I kept listening to it, and I started to love it. Like the songs are really like constructed in a great way. The vocals are awesome. Like I said, the drumming's tight. And I'll play you another song on the first track on side B is my other favorite. But the bass player getting some love here. We never talk about bass players, right? Pretty good. What I really love about Smirk, and it goes to show on the last song of the first side, the song Mind Temp, and they have a way of making catchy songs with great hooks, and for a minute it's like poppy in a way, but there's such like an ominous undertone to a lot of these songs that they never really get too poppy, but they're so catchy. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but the record is great. And there's like two little interludes that are really fun too. Actually, like, it sounds like really nice music, but they kind of fuck with the sound and stuff. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the first song, S Construction, is good. Kind of reminds me of like the Spits a little bit. This Violent Game is great. Mind Temp, the last song, hell of a solo in that song. It's great. But I want to play the first song on the second side, and it's called Do You. And this is really good. Check it out. yeah, that record, I think I said, man, it's on the first listen you're like, yeah, this is good, but the more you listen to it, you catch all these little things in it, and I just think they're a terrific band. Really tight. The songs are crafted in such a great way, and I'm really looking forward to seeing them live. And they have these really cool little backups, that kind of stuff. Really fun. So yeah, check out Smirk LP. This is the label here. On Feel It Records, 2021, punk rock. Trying to give you a little bit of the old, a little bit of the new, but here's some more new. And I'd never heard this band. This was sitting at my record store, and it's on Sweet Time Records, so I know Sweet Time, and I know that, you know, pretty much anything you get from them is going to be good. But the name was interesting to me. The artwork was pretty cool, and the record's pretty nasty. It's pretty cool. It's a band called the Research Reactor Corporation, live at Future Tech Labs. Look at that artwork. That's pretty sweet, right? And Drew Owen from Sick Thoughts drew this up. And he also did the Schizos cover, you know, and Sick Thoughts are just a great band. Check those guys out. But this is the Research Reactor Corporation. This record's a trip, man. If you look them up online, there's like live videos of them, and they wear like those bright green vests, you know, that people like power plants would wear and stuff. And there was like one time I saw the keyboard player was in like a hazmat suit. I thought it was pretty funny, you know. And they're from Australia. There's something in the water in Australia, man. I don't know. There's something in the beer that they're just constantly churning out great bands. But this is actually live. It was recorded live last year in December, and I really dug it, man. Check this out. Really slick, man. Oh, man. Listen to those vocals, man. Yeah, Research Reactor Corporation is a trip, dude. And they did a great job. They captured this band's energy in a live show, and sometimes that's hard to do. And the whole record is just fury. It's non-stop. There's no slow songs. It's one after the other, non-stop. Little 2-minute songs with these great little keyboards in them, and it's a ton of fun, dude. I want to go and check out some of their recorded material, but this is the first thing I got my hands on. The first song is called VHS. Human to Raisin, Meat Man, Business World, Shock Treatment, Kiss Army President, Smell My Musk. That's great stuff, man. We get a little more taste of look at little. Like if I was at this live show, man, I'm sure it's wild. It's just great pogo music, you know. Band's going crazy, you know. I love that little keyboard, man. It sounds so cool. You get the gist of it, man. It's pretty wild. And we're at 26 minutes, so we're gonna have to wrap it up here. I got one more record to show you. And, dude, definitely check this record out. It's a lot of fun. Research Reactor Corp, live from the Future Tech Labs. So this last record I'm going to show you, this is the record I was telling you that, you know, I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone a little bit with it. And my local record store, they do a really good job of, you know, posting all the new stuff that they have. They really update the site daily, you know, and even the stuff that might not look appealing to me, I still, you know, click on it just to check it out, maybe read a little bit about it. And when I saw this record, it was from 1977, and the way they described it was like psychedelic drug rock, but like, it's a lost gem, something that's, it's really not easy to get, and it was recently reissued. And, I went there and I picked out a few things, and I saw it and I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a chance, man, and just do something a little bit different. Try something a little bit different. And I bought this record and I really enjoy it. And it is a psychedelic freak out, man. It's awesome. It's called Dreams of the Deep, and the band is called Frigate. Originally released in 1977. Total drug rock. This record is a barbiturate haze. And I think the people here who watch and who like psychedelic music will probably really dig this record. And get it while you can. They only made 200 of these things. So there's only 200 repressed. Dreams of the Deep by the band Frigate. And I'm going to leave you with a track, or just part of a track, because the songs are long, But I had a lot of fun listening to it, and it is like, there's some really scratchy, fun guitar, and the vocals are a little weird, a little suspect, but it's a fun listen. So check it out. This is Frigate, Dreams of the Deep. Some psychedelic drug rock from Ryan Kidd and the Rat Fink. Wait for when the guitar comes in, it's really cool. The little lead is awesome. Yeah, it cuts right through you, man. Frigate, Dreams of the Deep. So I'm gonna leave you with a little Dreams of the Deep from Frigate. Guys, thank you so much for coming back and checking out the channel, watching, supporting. I really appreciate it. The Rat Fink appreciates it. Be good to each other. Spin some wax. Enjoy the videos, everybody. Be good.